today I'm going to do another flight on my kind of brewed project. It's the Turbo Timber Evolution X. So more or less it's the Turbo Timber Evolution fuse and all the parts, and then I've put a Night Timber X on this one, so I have a 1.2 meter wingspan, and it's just a more agile RC airplane to fly when you want to do aerobatics. So let's head outside and do another flight on this kind of homebrewed project. This flight is on a Forest 2200 milliamp battery, and snap rolls are really fun. And with this shorter wing, then I think rolls are just fantastic. I'm having so much fun, and you can even do really controlled slower rolls as well. And inverted flying is just super fantastic. So this is a great flying platform to do aerobatics. So when you have this shorter, like X wing, as I call it, same wing as is on the Timber X and the Night Timber X, 1.2 meter, you have a really fun RC airplane to fly. Of course, it's a little bit more agile and difficult to fly than, for instance, the longer wing on the Turbo Timber Evolution. But I really enjoy it, and just use some sort of expo and you will have it controllable and enjoyable. When an RC airplane is this good at flying inverted, you know that it's truly a well-balanced one. And I also really dig the prop sound on this RC airplane. I think three-bladed prop, I've never had any really bad sound coming from it. On the comparison, then I think that when I had the Night Timber X on like the 13x4 prop, two-bladed prop, I just didn't like the sound of the Night Timber X or even the Timber X. Like a touch and go landing then. So pretty well constructed landing gear set. And usually there are plentiful of spares as well to this plane. As it is, in a way, maybe you could say this is the E-Flite flagship RC airplane, in that they've designed this one themselves. It doesn't resemble any real RC airplane, so they could do whatever they like. In comparison, then, for you have like the free wing from the free wing Pandora, which is also such an RC airplane, or the Durafly Tundra series that Hobby King has. But I also think this is great that you can actually swap the wing to just have this shorter 1.2 meter wing. So if you purchase like the Night Timber or the Timber Evolution and a like this wing set as I did, and a few servos, you can have two planes in one. And that's the way I usually do it. Just bring two sets, the two wing sets, and just swap between flights. You should have a timer set of 5 minutes, but as you have the ESC alarm, you can actually just keep on flying this one until you get enough warning from the telemetry. But I also try just to keep it within the timer. It's never too good just to deplete the batteries in total. So I always try to just to go down as, you know, maybe 3.7 volts on the battery, and then they will bounce back a little bit, so you will actually have a good storage voltage of like 3.85 or something. Time to do the final landing then. Usually very easy. I have to go around a little bit too much airspeed. So full landing, flaps engage, and you don't have any ballooning. I have a nice glide slope. Get it down, a little bit bouncy, but this landing gear does actually absorb pretty well. It's just a great and fun flying RC plane when you have the shorter wings on this Turbo Timber Evolution, and it looks great also. As I have so many RC planes, it's quite easily to compare them, and this like a combination of the Night Timber X-Wing and the Turbo Timber Evolution. Actually, the more I fly this one, the more I appreciate it. And I could, of course, compare to something really similar, like the OMP Bighorn, which is a balsa and plywood RC plane. And I think the OMP Bighorn is just fantastic. I think it looks just way better than this one. And it's just super agile and snappy even on 3S batteries. And this one, I think you can certainly do 3S on this one and have a great time flying it. And I think actually 3S on this combination works much better than on the Night Timber X. Maybe due to this one has actually have a 3-bladed prop. But I mean, this one it's just so fun to fly, and the more I fly it, I really dig it. So I would really urge you, if you actually have the Turbo Timber Evolution and you think that, well, I could use some more agility or do some, you know, snappier aerobatics, I would most certainly consider to actually do something that I've done. And what I've done is actually I purchased the Night Timber X-Wing set, like it was like a spare part, and these are also the stickers. And then I purchased servos. So I think I have another video which I will link on the end of this video, where I just talk about how I did with the servos. I think I have at least one servo that is reversed, and all these servos are of course metal geared servos. So, but it took a little bit of time just to get everything right. But now I can actually swap the wing between the Turbo Timber Evolution wing and this Night Timber X-Wing. And I don't have to reconfigure my TX, everything from flaps to aileron just works fantastic. So this is absolutely one of my favorite and most fun RC planes to fly, and I dig this one much more than my Night Timber X.